So yesterday we saw that Konami was going to reveal, or going to release new, at least a new Spyral and a new Subterror Link monster, so coming out really soon. For OCG and of course within the next couple of months for the TCG. So as I indeed was, or I am highly hyped for for both these monsters, since again both Spyrals and Subterrors kinda didn't make it with the current support, and a lot of people, including myself, are kinda giving up on the archetype. But again, we all highly anticipated both these Link monsters, and finally, just a couple of moments ago, I just got up and saw both effects got revealed, and I'm a huge fan of both archetypes, so let's take a look at their effects and give an honest opinion about how they are going to impact on, pretty much the format, so both OCG and the TCG. First of all, the Subterror monster. Subterror Behemoth Apparition, if I pronounce that correctly. The first good thing is that it's a Link 2 monster, so you only need 2 monsters, but they need to be flip monsters, which is of course fine, since you know it's for the flip effect archetype, the Subterrors, but that already, like, it gives something in my head that's, this is not going to be too well. But its links are actually quite good. It has 2 link marks, pointed to both the bottom left and to the bottom right. So immediately opening up 2 extra deck spaces. That's good, but it's effect. So it has like 3 important effects. The first effect is that when your Apparition is on the field, it will gain 100 attack for each Subterror monster at its level that's linked to it. And you know, all Behemoth monsters have like a high level, so you will gain some nice attack boosts if this card is linked with more Subterror Behemoth monsters. Its second and third effect are also quite good, honestly. Its second effect is like a Foolish Burial effect, that you can send 1 flip monster from your deck to the grave. And if you do special summon 1 monster from your hand to a zone, this card points to in face down defense position. So again, that's kinda good. Immediately use like a Foolish Burial effect to set up like your Nemesis Warrior, for example, and then get a big monster, a big Subterror monster from your hand immediately to the field. Okay, that's all fine and good. Its third effect, again, once per turn, if a monster, this card points to his flipped face up, you can add 1 flip monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So again, searchability, so both effect number 2 and effect number 3 are very, very good. But that brings us with a problem of Subterrors. You know, Link monsters, they need to be face up on the field to, you know, go for the Link summon. And the problem with Subterrors is that, especially, mostly during your first turn, is to establish your board, you need to have like face down monsters, right? There is the Phoenix that you can easily normal summon, put herself face down, and then you can special summon your bigger Subterror monsters from your hand. But that brings us with the problem of you can't go for the Link summon, since all of your Subterror monsters, at least for the first turn, are face down. So I'm not really sure if you really need like a very good or specific hand to go for your first turn Link summon to establish this guy and then hopefully gain some advantage out of this, since again, effect number 2 and number 3 are very, very good. But first turn, I don't think you can go, or at least it's very hard to go for this guy. You, again, sacrificing resources to go for this guy. So first turn, I don't think you have to, at least you can, you want to go for this guy. But then again, your second turn, of course, this card is very good. You already have an established field, and if your opponent somehow doesn't get rid of your Subterror monsters, since again, this card doesn't really solve the current problem of Subterrors, like protecting your board against mass destruction, Dark or Raigeki, just to name a few. So it's still, my honest opinion, this new Subterror Link monster, that the problems still stay the same, and they're probably not going to get solved with only this Link monster. Then again, the second monster here, the Spyral monster, Spyral double Helix. Again, a Link 2 monster, the Earth Warrior monster. Its attack points are kinda low, only 1900. Its link markers are okay. Nothing too spectacular. 2 link monsters, 1 pointing to the left, and one pointing to the bottom. So most of the time you're just going to use one of them, right? It's either going to be your first extra deck monster to the field, so then you're going to use the bottom one. Or it's going to be the second you special summon from your extra deck, and then you're going to use the marker pointed to the left. Its materials, you only need 2 Spiral Moss on the field. So again, if you already played Spyrals, this is ridiculously easy to get on the field. You know, with your quick fix, for example, and machine duplication, that's already like an instant field for this guy. It has 2 important effects, and again, very nice effects. When it's on the field, this card is threaded as a Spiral Super Agent when it's on the field or in your graveyard. Again, very good. You know, if your quick fix is in the grave, you can immediately get it on the board, since again you control a Spiral Super Agent. Very good that Konami gave this card this effect. Its second effect is again very nice, and might put Spyrals to top tier status. You can declare one card type, so either monster, spell, or trap, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck, and if you do, if you call it correctly, you can take one Spiral monster from either your deck or graveyard and add it to your hand, or special summon it to your side of the field where you know this marker, to the zone where this marker is pointing to. So that immediately puts, you know, Master Plan, big ass Master Plan on your side of the field to gain her effects. And you know, Master Plan is very good, but it was kinda hard to get on board. Well, you know, you had the Big Red, the Premature Burial for Spyrals, but still, this Link 2 monster, your double Helix, immediately gets like Master Plan on the field, gets her searches, maybe go for another Link monster, another Link summon, get more searches off of your Master Plan. So, wow, this card is actually very good support for Spyrals. So I'm highly, at least I'm waiting to hopefully test this out soon, at least for Spyrals, but I'm it's a bummer for Subterror, since the Subterror monster its effect is of course very good, but it doesn't solve the core problems of Subterrors. Definitely first turn of it, since you know how Yu-Gi-Oh is nowadays. You want to establish your big board, have like at least have like a highly protected board that your opponent can't overcome. And with this Link monster, this doesn't solve the problems of Subterrors. But for Spyrals, on the other hand, this Link monster is super fantastic. Okay, so guys, leave your suggestions or leave your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.